Hello, everybody, and welcome to Silent Podcast, a place where everything but silent. I'm your host, Isaiah, and I am here with one of my co-hosts, Abby.
Purr.
And I am here with Dana.
Hi.
And we're here to talk about Temptation Island episode 5. Sasha and Geneva are going to be unavailable, so we asked our very good friend Dana to join us. Real quick, Dana, how are you enjoying the season of Temptation Island?
So I actually just started the whole series of Temptation Island like 2-3 weeks ago. So I'm not enjoying it as much as I did the first 2 seasons. There was a lot more drama. This season just seems very like they're paying the people. It's not authentic.
Yeah, it's like a lot of these people, couples and singles related, they're both just like full of a lot of scummy people, honestly. And a lot of people aren't really there for the right reasons. And I mean, I think this episode was like the perfect episode to even talk about that, because there's a lot of suspect behavior going on all sides of the board. Abby, how did you feel about this episode before we jump into it?
Well, hopefully, if you can hear.
It's lagging a little bit. It's a little bit, Abby. I'm not gonna lie. If you want to leave and come back, you can. If you want to try, it's up to you.
Yeah, y'all. Okay, Bobby.
All right. Just come back. It's okay.
We got you.
But while it's okay. All right. So but even outside, I'm gonna mute her real quick, but she's gonna come back. But yeah, just to start off this episode, so we leave off. We left off last time with the girls' bonfire ceremony and everything, and obviously we saw all that crazy stuff going on, especially with Erica, because she saw that Kendall cheated on her. And then we carry on to this one where we see the guys' bonfire, and this pattern that we've been seeing of basically like the guys' bonfire has been getting cut short. Yeah. I think it's because they're very unentertaining, because the girls aren't really doing much, but the guys are. We'll get into that, but so Mark is showing the guys the clips like usual. Kendall wants to see what's going on with Erica, because he says that he wants to see if any other guys are feeding like like
he feeds to her.
Basically, yeah. like they aren't going to see it themselves, But anyway, because he said that. What did he say? He said he wants to. He doesn't want anyone to affect her growth. It's like, bruh.
No. It seems like Kendall's a narcissist through and through, and I feel like he's afraid that somebody else, because he knows that Erica's so gullible, he's afraid that somebody else is going to get into her head and then just take over his spot, and that's not the way. He didn't care what she was doing. He wanted to know what the guys were doing, and that was so sick to me.
Basically, yeah. So he starts off the ceremony and he shows Corey his video first. Corey's honestly been quiet the past few episodes.
I don't remember.
He sees Aaron talking to Shaq, and basically Shaq's confessional, where he does this again later on, and we're going to cover that. But Shaq is very like determined to be with Aaron, or at least hear some sort of self-gratification that Aaron has feelings for him, and she just doesn't want to admit it. It's very weird. Yeah, I don't know. Let me let me back in. But I don't know. Shaq is a very weird individual. To me,
KB.
Oh yeah,
season, but like less intense, but still that same goal.
Exactly. Abby, you're fine now, by the way.
Okay, we'll see how long it lasts for.
Yeah.
Can I just say, Shaq is weird.
he's very weird. He's a straight weirdo, honestly.
Literally weird. He's like a "where's my hug" kind of guy. Like, go away.
Oh, he is a "where's my hug" guy. He just wants to say "where's my love."
So basically Corey hears this. He's like, yeah, I agree, I need to open up more, because Aaron needs that type of guy for herself. And he's like, in his due to his personal life and stuff that's happened in his past, he's saying that he's just fallen into like this closed off persona and he really wants to start opening. That's honestly like one of the few times we actually hear from Corey this episode. He's like just not really existent here, and I mean, okay. So next we go to Kendall. Everybody,
something about Corey real quick.
oh no, you're good. You're good.
So he was talking about like how his family is like all doing really great things, and that makes him feel like a weak person. I was like, maybe going on a reality show wasn't the thing to boost your status in your family.
No. Well, I think Aaron forced him to go here, but I still would have been like, hell no. Like, okay, whatever. So next we got Kendall. I know that's probably Abby's favorite person or whatever, but Kendall sees Jesse in the clip talking to the other guys, and he's basically talking about how how Erica would vent to him about like how Kendall has high expectations and basically makes her feel like she's not good enough. And Kendall is basically saying that like she's not giving him what he needs, and then he's not giving her what she needs. So he's like, it's a two-way street, basically. That's what he's saying. It's like, I don't know.
He's choosing not to give it to her. I don't know if that's very two-way.
Yeah. It's just like, he through this experience, he comes off like very narcissistic. It's like you try to look at it both ways, and then you're like, maybe the edit's making him look one way, but then like his confessionals is the place where he really speaks his mind. It's just like, ooh.
No, it's just in the wording. I've been with guys like Kendall before, and it is just it's cringy. It's just like, oh, like little flashbacks. Oh, I have to see through it.
So this is a big Kendall episode like usual, but we'll continue on. Julian, this is actually a big Julian episode too. Julian, he sees Kristen basically for like the fifth time this season, talking about how she doesn't want their families seeing anything bad happen since their families are close, and she's basically saying that Julian is saying that he wants to take the next step with her, and he wants to have a family with her, wants to get married with her, but he will continue to stay faithful and respectful to the relationship, even though it kind of hurt him that like she still has these lingering trust issues. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Julian here?
Yeah, I love Julian. First of all, Julian. Can you remind me? Did he cheat on her, or was he just not emotionally available to her?
So he said that he cheated on her one time. They never specify when, but within the 11-year relationship they've had, he's cheated at least once. Okay. But he said that like he's like doesn't ever want to do that again. He really wants to be with her for like the rest of his life, and
she's just not there yet.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't know how long. It could be something recent. It could have been something that was like years ago, and she just hasn't dropped it. I don't know. But she just has these lingering feelings that are still there. So I mean, he's going through it there.
It was nice to hear him like say it and say his intentions that like he wants to leave with her at the end. So I think at the end of the episode, we realized that she kind of needs to work on herself some more. Too, but I want them to leave together.
I want to see them succeed too. I just they need to fix that because there's so many unlikable people this season. I mean, there's only like 3 people I think I care about. Abby's gonna reset, by the way. She'll be back. I care about Julian. I think Julian's a good guy. I think he learned from his mistakes and he's trying to change his ways. I think who else doesn't annoy me? Erica. I like Erica. I think that she has a heart of gold and she's just being manipulated. And I like Sophia. She's like the only single that I don't mind because she's actually there to at least try to find love or at least help people out. Everyone else seems to be there for either their own selfish intentions or like sex or something, just like,
or just more camera time. That's just what it feels like.
Yeah. We've been speaking about this the past couple of live streams, but there's a lot of entitlement with these singles, specifically when it's like the show isn't about you. There's a reason why you're single and you weren't cast to be the main character.
They are
exactly. Lastly, we see Thomas, and Thomas is going to see his clip of Chelsea, and Chelsea is basically flirting with Tony. Or sorry, Tony's flirting with her, but I mean she's not pushing him away or anything.
Yeah.
And he's trying to make Tom look bad. He kisses her on the cheek, and he's just trying, like, talking down to her boyfriend in the confessional.
Dirty Mackie.
Dirty, exactly. And basically he says to Mark, like, I don't need to change myself for anyone. If she doesn't like me for who I am because of the flirting and stuff, then, like, she can just look for something else. It's like, bruh, like, you initiated this first.
Exactly. It does not add up. Her flirting compared to his flirting, it's different because he initiated that kiss. This guy kind of kissed her out of nowhere, and she was very body language, like, so no. It's all the guys only care about what the guys are doing, not what their girls are doing.
I think he's trying to make himself feel better about what he's doing. So he's like, all right, if I find a reason to feel angry, even though I'm not angry about it, then, like, I can go do my own thing with Sophia and then be like, oh, you did this, so this is why I did this. And they're gonna just try to blame it on the producers at the end of the day.
For sure.
It's like giveaway.
Sophia's gorgeous. Which way you want to be with Sophia? Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. You guys
like, stop leading people on. Like,
Exactly.
So that was their bonfire ceremony, very anticlimactic, but there was an interesting thing on the car ride back. We see the guys are basically talking to Thomas, specifically Julian and Kendall. Kendall egging everything on, like he usually is, saying that, oh, everyone got to take experience, like, use this experience to the full. Like, shut up. Anyway, they're basically calling Chelsea a hypocrite, and saying that
I didn't like that because Julian said that. If that came out of anybody else's mouth, I would have been like, fine. But Julian,
well, to look at two sides, they can only go off of, like, they don't know these girls, so, like, their girlfriends, so they can only go based off of what the guys who they're spending every day with. And if Thomas is putting in his mind that oh, she says X, Y, and Z every single day, that's all you have to work off of, so he only knows one half of the story. He doesn't know her personally, so I don't completely blame her. It's like, that's like, let's say me and Abby have something, and then, like, I only, Abby's not here, so I'm only talking to you. I'm saying, oh, Abby's this and that. You wouldn't know Abby, so that's all you have to work with. So, I mean, that was the bonfire ceremony. So we're going to see the girls the same night return to the villa, and basically they agree that Erica is going to take this and not repeat her past mistakes and enjoy her time on the island. And she, grow as an individual, because she's like, I know what type of person he is. Like, if I didn't learn from the first one, I'm a fool. So dude. I hate Abby. So she's like, she's trying to learn from her mistakes and stuff like that, and she's like, I'm going to take this experience and I'm gonna be loyal. Kristen tells
to be loyal, Erica. She said if it's open. I just don't think there's anybody for her to be open with, but I feel like Erica would definitely, like, push the boundaries. Maybe a little kiss here or there.
Exactly. Like honestly,
as she should.
You like at this point, it's like, do you really have any obligation to stay loyal to Kendall? No.
No.
So basically, Chelsea is also saying to, I think it was Aaron, that she's like, I'm gonna live in the moment and see what happens, because she saw Tom being flirtatious and she's just hesitant, because what if he is being loyal and, like, the producers are trying to manipulate me and all this stuff? It's like, I don't think Tom or Chelsea deep down really want to be with each other. Yeah. So I think what's going on is that they're trying to make the other look bad, so they have the reasoning to split it. Honestly, they just need to come together and be like, we're done. But how do you feel about their relationship, Dana?
I feel like Tom and Chelsea, like, I don't know, I feel like they're both kind of the same person, because wasn't his thing, like, she's super sporty too?
Yes.
and he's not. Like, what? That's
Oh no,
not
wait, that's Corey. No, that's Corey and Aaron. That's Corey and Aaron.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
Chelsea and Tom
this
are
is the
cool.
one where Chelsea is like he's too flirty, and then he's like she's too insecure.
Okay, and he's older, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like Chelsea and Tom aren't supposed to be together. I feel like they kind of settled for each other, and they both came on this experience kind of wanting to branch out to see if there's other people. And I think they both have like fine people that they can go with and that will actually be better for them. So I want them to just like forget about each other.
Honestly, yeah, just like move on. Well, I will say Sophia, I like Sophia, like I said. I don't think Blake is a good counter, but okay.
The single guys aren't a lot of options.
No.
She wanted Tommy.
What I would do if I was them, I would just enjoy my time there and then just like keep it moving. Like I don't think that there's any relationship material people on either side on this island, honestly.
They don't feel like with Julian and Kristen, like I can feel their love. I don't feel that with Tom and Chelsea, or Kendall has no love in his heart at all. And then Corey and Aaron are forgettable, so I don't care about their love. But I just don't feel it, so I don't have.
You don't feel it because it's not there. It's non-existent, Dana.
It's not. They live together, but it's
so basically what was the last thing? Tommy, like we said, he's trying well, real quick, but even before that, Kristen, we saw Kristen. She's talking to some random guy. I really don't know a lot of these guys' names, honestly. But she's talking to some guy, and she says that she doesn't trust Julian because she's scared he isn't being loyal. Basically, there's those trust issues again from Kristen. But we're gonna see Tommy. What was. Yeah,
Tommy Two Hands this episode.
That's his name, Tommy Two Hands. That keeps it real every episode. He says that he's basically trying to flirt with Erica now that she's like on the market now. And she's like I don't get this guy still. Like he's not really here for the right reasons. He's just trying to have sex, basically.
It's weird that like everybody knows that him and Chelsea had something. So for him to be to Erica, be like, yeah, I don't care about her, but you. I feel like he heard that Kendall cheated on her, and he was just trying to go to the first person that got cheated on and just swoop in.
Yeah, literally, like he was just there just to get some ass. Like honestly, that was his only reason to be there.
Chelsea, yes, but it doesn't matter.
But the best part is that Chelsea is like literally right there and listening, and she's like, "Oh, you just try to play me."
Didn't like the scene right before that. Because Tom and Tommy are the same name, but she was like talking to Aaron, and she was like, "I'm really feeling Tommy." Was she talking about single Tommy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just sick.
She knows she risked it all in that confessional for this guy, and he just kind of made her look like a jackass. So it's like, pick and choose, Chelsea. I know you got. She honestly needs to get her feelings like figured out, because one second she wants to be with Thomas and the next second she wants to move on because she has options, and then she realized these options both suck in Blake and Tommy. She's like, oh, never mind, I want to be loyal again. Like, make up your mind. I'm sorry.
So she's gonna go over there.
Dr. Blake. So we're gonna go to the guys' villa for a little bit. And we're gonna see Julian is crying because he feels hurt still that Kristen has trust issues towards him. And basically he's afraid that they're not going to leave together because he wants to marry this girl. He opens up and he's telling the guys that like, she said that if I ever proposed to her in the past, like she probably would have said no. And he still wants to leave the island with her. So, he feels horrible. He still knows that, there's no excuse for, him cheating back then. And, her feelings are very valid, but, he just wants to move on and stay with this girl.
I'm curious to see, because he said that he's afraid that she's going to outgrow him in their relationship.
Yeah.
So he came just to prove that he's loyal, to hopefully increase her trust in him. And she came for that same reason. But she's like seeing Erica be so strong, and she's like, maybe I should have I think she's thinking like I should have left long ago, because you don't stay with somebody for 11 years and not want to marry them. Like that's not good. But I understand having all of that baggage to where you feel like I've already put in the work, so let me just settle. But I want them to succeed just because I love Julian, but it's fine. It's fine. That girl, I forgot, one of the single girls, she was like, I know Julian has a girlfriend or anything, but if he's single, she was speaking for all of us. She was speaking for all of us in that moment. But
in your opinion, do you think that Julian and Kristen have a good shot at leaving together?
I think they do, just because I feel like Kristen moving forward, she's going to really focus on herself and like dealing with her trauma. And I feel like she's going to feel empowered to like share that with Julian. And I don't think, because Julian was talking about how like, oh, she's been busy all the time. She's been in school and all that. So he hasn't seen that vulnerable side to her. And I think if they come together and share their vulnerabilities, I think it'll build them. And I'm excited for that because I want to see her do that.
All right. So basically we're going to go into the next day. There was basically, we first of all we saw, and I'm gonna let her in real quick. Hey Abby. So basically the next day we're gonna see Erica was finally breaking down because Kendall cheated on her, and we're finally seeing like her feelings come out. I felt bad for her, but she realized that she needs to move on and try again. But finally Mark shows up and he's like to both villas, but first we see the guys. They're like, yeah, it's time. You guys got to eliminate somebody. And the guys come together and they do this scripted deliberation that they try to make.
Not scripted.
But basically they eliminate a bunch of nobodies. I remember one of them's name was Lauren. I only knew that because it came up on the confessional. The other one, I don't remember her name, but we called her Spider Legs.
Spider Legs.
And then I don't even know who the third girl was, but Abby, do you think that these eliminations were valid?
Yes, because as you said, who the fuck were those women? Spider Legs. And it made me laugh that like the brunette woman had the little like interview where she was like, I'm gonna find love. Go, I've literally not seen you on the TV since now. But good luck in your endeavors. Like I was so baffled when I was like, who is this trying to anyways? And then the boys, wait, who we just talking about the girl elimination first or the boys?
We're just talking about the girls that got eliminated first.
Okay. Yeah. Great decision. I mean, literally, they were not given. They had to go. But Julian's little speech was so cute as well. I don't know if that was probably scripted, but it was really cute.
No, I think that was from the heart. It did.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm hoping.
I think I noticed that because I feel like on the other seasons, Mark told them how many people they had to eliminate. He was like, eliminate as many as you can.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, perfect.
No, I like that. That's a good change though, because it really helps get rid of the fucking fodder.
Yeah.
Kendall like, oh, I fire people all the time. There's no emotion in it. I was like, of course.
Oh, robot man.
How's he gonna say, oh, like, all the guys felt bad, but I'm like, I'm down to business. You didn't even do it though. Julian did it. Like,
exactly.
Sus. But on the other side, we see the girls. Well, real quick, it's also interesting that Spider Legs got eliminated because literally she had so many confessionals and she was getting hyped up the entire season.
Yeah.
But okay. Toodaloo.
I was surprised to see Spider Legs there though, because she's as you said, she's one of like the only people whose like face I could recognize.
You know what? I think the brunette was actually the girl the 2 episodes ago that was jealous that someone else was getting asked on a date.
No,
is that what the brunette was?
No, it could have been. That was a blonde girl, wasn't it? Who was crying over Corey. Yeah, it was blonde.
This year. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So we get to the girls' villa, and basically, I said the guys, and we're seeing the guys' elimination. Basically, they eliminate 4 guys. Two of them are nobodies, and then 2 of them are troublemakers. So first of all, it's Tom. And Tom is the guy that they're like, yeah, you're just here to fuck. Like, you're not here for the right reasons. And he's basically like, oh, I kept it real. Like, good luck to you. I know I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. I'm just here to catch a vibe, I'm like,
vibes, absolutely.
That's why I like Tom because he was like chill to the end. He said, "Okay, yeah, calm, yeah, you clocked what I was doing, all right, peace." But his friends on the side of him, what are their names? Dumber.
Well, I remember Evan was the one that got in the argument because of the drinks or whatever. Like, he got alcohol and he was like, "Oh, like you need to loosen up." And then he also was a part of the whole snitching
Blake
on Dr.
shit.
Blake and like, you don't. Why are you here? Leave. Like,
Exactly.
honestly, like, you're trash. And he had the audacity to tell all the girls, like, everyone but Aaron, like, sayonara. The two of the other guys were complete nobodies. They were the two guys that were speaking to Tom when he was like, "Yeah, I think I can fuck like Chelsea." It's like, you guys don't even have names. Like who are you? And he was like, there was a one that he got very vocal. He was like, "Erica, if a guy cheats on you, you should move on." And you guys are losers. Like why can you leave? Like, why are you here? Is that your mark on the show?
I really wish the ladies would have lit them up more. They were too preserved for me personally. Like, the amount of shit they could have said to them is like astronomical, but they were very poised. So okay, good for them. But
more.
I would have teared them up. I would have ate. Oh my god.
Abby, what would you have said to them?
I would have said, "Who the fuck are you? You guys are here for us, and we've now sent you home. So go home. I don't need to hear all this back and forth, back and forth. Go home. I don't need you anymore. Go home." Like, what are you talking about? Who absolute waste, man.
They were like, "I just need my moment on TV before I leave."
Yeah, but this is how they wanted to get a bit of clout by disrespecting women on national television. This is how you wanted to get your name. Okay, good luck. And they're all oh my god, sorry. They're all not very appealing to look at. So that's probably where all the like why they're so angry.
I like Tommy a little bit.
Tom, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the only one. That's how he got sent home. They should have let him catch a vibe. Let him catch a vibe. Like, he could have just been the fun party guy. Like, there's always one, But I feel like Chelsea was just jealous, man.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Because if Tommy had not went to Erica, she would have still kept him.
No, Tom would be there now.
But I will say, I feel like had they put Shaq in that elimination too, he would have reacted the same way. Because I know just doing that, like, I'm a good guy, you just want a good guy, and then a minute you like, because he acted out and he didn't get picked on that date. It's the same thing. And I wanted to.
So, I mean, that was the elimination ceremony. Usually they're very boring, but this one was like, it was a mess, but it was entertaining to watch. The one thing I would say, this season's been trash, but like good trash. Like I'm sorry, can we just get back to the frat boys? Why were they so hurt though? Like, I don't understand, because none of them had connections with anyone except maybe Tommy had a bit of a connection with Chelsea, and maybe Evan had. This is their vacation.
Yeah.
They ended their vacation early.
Bitch, go home. It's so. Oh my god, it actually makes me sick.
There's no more vibes to be caught.
Not this.
They can't chill with a bunch of guys on an island and drink. That they have to go back to their 9 to 5. So.
Do you think they'd cast them on the challenge?
No.
Shut the hell up.
No.
Shut the frat boys.
Yeah.
They don't even have names. We don't even know who they are. They're nobodies.
Evan, Dumber, and Tom.
There you go.
Rocky or something, like Rocky and.
I don't know. I had to literally, when I was writing this, I had to go on the website and look at the cast list to find their names. Yeah. But okay, so this is post elimination, and what they usually do is nothing progressive. They just like, let's party. I'm like, okay, like, there's always this one guy who keeps screaming like, "We're getting wasted tonight." I'm like, who is like? He's been doing it every episode. I'm getting sick of it. Like, shut up. Like, what is your name? Like, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Do I have no idea who you're talking about?
Heard it. I never saw the face.
Yeah, I've never seen the face.
I finally saw his face this episode. He said it like 5 times this season. Like, we're getting wasted tonight. I'm like, who is this guy? I'm like, all right.
Not that.
I think that's what they did. I think they went to like all the frat house databases and just pulled everybody that's still single and put them on this cast.
It's like we're not here for love. We're here to drink and
Shrug.
party and leave. So, okay. So they're the only person that isn't partying is Julian. He's like, I'm going to bed.
As he should, King.
Yeah, I know that's right.
King. I know that's right.
So basically they're all drunk and they're all a mess in the guy's house, and let me tell you, and they're basically all drunk. Their girls are going skinny dipping. They're kissing each other, especially Alexis and Nicole, because they did a truth or dare and they just started kissing, and Nicole's like, I'm bisexual, and no one's really taking me on a date.
That dare though?
Huh?
Kendall told them to do that.
Told them to do what?
He told
to
them
kiss.
to kiss. He dared them to kiss. He dared
Yes.
Alexis to kiss Nicole. So he's mastermind at it. Ugh, it's so
But the
good.
thing he said, oh, like, I'm very like impressed that like Alexis can be open, like she can party. Like,
he said, she's like, she's reserved, but when it's time to party, it's time to party. And I was thinking, are you trying to say she's like a lady outside, but she's a freak in the sheets? Go back to 1950s. Like, I'm so sick of this man. He actually makes me sick. Oh my god, like, I'm so sorry.
No,
he fucking pisses me off so much because he actually thinks he's so sick. Like, I bet he looks in the mirror every day and he's like, Kendall, you're amazing. I'm here to tell you, Kendall, if you're watching, you are not.
He's not even cute. It's he's just a manipulator. And the whole like when they said so Alexis asked Nicole if they can spend the night, and I was like, okay, cool, awesome. Go to your guys' room. Not
exactly. I was thinking, yay, sapphics. And then I see them, and then they're walking into the bedroom. I've seen this bedroom before. I see Kendall's ass. I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, disgusting.
It's weird.
Why did you have to involve him into it? That's what pisses me off, man. Because then, like, you're just perpetuating the stereotype of like bisexuals now. It's just so annoying. Like, oh my.
Especially since I don't even think Alexis said that she was bisexual.
No, it was just Nicole. Alexis was just down for it.
Yeah, Alexis, like, I was like a little like uncomfortable, but she was like, I wanted to experiment though. So,
do you know what I think though? It's like so sad, and I feel like Alexis is just getting the Erica treatment again because Kendall. It's a whole mastermind. He told them to dare. He told Alexis to do that, and then Alexis was probably like, oh, I think since he told me to do that, he wants me to invite her to the bedroom so like we can do that. And then he'll like me more because I was like, look how fun I am. Let's do a threesome. And then he has regrets. But then she's like, oh no, yeah, it was just fun, adult cuddling. It's a Kendall mastermind edit, and I hate it. And
now Kendall talking about oh, I kind of want to take Nicole out on a date. I was thinking I can't. Oh my god, this man. Oh my god,
and I hope
he is sick.
I hope he does, just so Alexis, ABC, whatever her name is, can figure out that.
But she won't. She'll still be crying and be like all over him because they're like secluded in this place, and Kendall's still the only man checking for her. Do you know what I mean? So
sad because he really is. Nobody else is looking at her.
Literally not. Sorry.
And it's crazy because if you look at it in a wider spectrum, lens, it's like we're kind of seeing him take another girl like Erica, who was good at the beginning, and then we're kind of like seeing him manipulate another girl because we're seeing Alexis, who said, I've never opened up to a guy like this before. She's starting to like come into her own, and he's like, oh, I kind of want to try this Nicole girl out. It's like you made this girl look like a complete ass on national television, kissing other girls, having sex with other girl, like chasing this ugly anyway, it's just like, and then now you're going to make her look stupid to try out another girl. It's just like what, like you're just doing what you did with Erica to Alexis now. It's not a good look.
I've just like been with narcissists, and you have to look at the wording because he was like, oh, this is what y'all doing? Y'all doing that? You guys want to do this? Oh, okay, do this. Like he's putting it on her so that she can feel guilty and be like, I should have never did this because now he's going out with Nicole and like it's my fault. Not. It is Kendall's fault, and Kendall deserves to get out of that house because he's just.
They really need to start I don't know if you can't really check for narcissism, can you? So they need to start doing some mental health screening.
Oh, you know, the producers love this. You know, they're having a great time. They want to cast this. It's a show called Temptation Island. They need people to be tempted. It's not called Loyalty Island. They need people who are supposed to be messed.
Loyalty, that would be some dead show. Loyalty Island.
They need people who are going to cheat. So they can, like, that's the point of the show.
You're right.
I'm like, like this. They're probably like, oh, this is ratings. Like they love Kendall probably. Like that's the moneymaker.
He is giving, like, Kendall's in probably half. Like the whole storyline is basically Kendall and Erica right now, and a bit of Kirsten and Julian, and then a tiny bit of
Chelsea's trying to get airtime.
Chelsea trying. And then Corey, where's Corey? I know you guys said this before, but where's Corey? Where was he?
Even I will get to the bonfire, but girl, not him.
I was busting up because I was like, I didn't see this done the whole episode, and now his bonfire clip isn't even him. Oh my god,
he's not there. He's not there.
Oh god, sorry.
I was like, Kendall. What did I say? I said Kendall broke up with Erica the moment he signed the contract to get on the show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the pre-interviews before the season started. I checked them out, and they asked all the couples, "What's the percentage of you leaving the island together?" And I think he said like 65. And then she was like Kendall, like jokingly or whatever. But I was like he was being dead ass. He was like, no. He's like 65%.
I can't wait for that final bonfire between them. I can't
wait.
Rip him.
If Erica does not at least spit or slap,
she ain't.
I know she's too classy. I'm sick of it. Stop. Women, we do not need to hold ourselves to a higher standard when men do us wrong. Okay, like what in the? It actually annoys me so much.
I mean, her. Oh, go ahead, Dana.
I want her to say, "Oh, you dropped the dime," and go on.
Yeah,
because that was her line, and she that was true. It's true.
And I love when. Sorry, this was like. I think this was like last episode when she was like, I don't care because he's gonna have to deal with my dad. I hope she hops him up. I hope she like breathes the fear of God into him because.
Like, I think that's why Erica and Chelsea are trying to not, like, rip these guys to shreds. It's like, oh, I care about their families still. They keep, in Kristen, like, all the girls, other than, like, maybe Aaron, have brought up on multiple occasions about their other families and stuff, and families being close. So, I mean, I get it. But, I mean, enough's enough. Like, they're going to see that their son or brother, whatever this is, it's horrible. Yeah.
So that he deserved, like, whatever tongue lashing you're going to give him. So just give it.
That was my brother. Oh my god, I would pick him up the moment he lands. No,
100,000%. Like there's zero way me, like I would not fight with my brother over this bullshit. Like there's zero way. So child.
So we go into the girls' villa and surprise, they're partying too. And what? So Chelsea and Blake are bonding in this very scripted area. You know, there's perfect lighting under a tree. Like obviously the producer's like, oh, this is a perfect spot. Like sit right there and make it look like we're not here.
You're so funny. I love how you watch it and you're like constantly like looking for the situations where that is so funny.
This is so corny.
Yeah.
Like they obviously was like, oh, Chelsea, Blake, you guys need to sit right here and it needs to look like you guys care about each other. It's like she was laying perfectly, and then like you just see like the spotlight's perfectly just hitting half of her face. It's just like the light is just perfectly hitting their faces. It's like,
you set this up. Is this was this her and Blake? Yeah. Oh my god, Chelsea, please.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like that's what I'm saying. It's forced, obviously. Like I don't think she really cares about him, but they're like, this girl isn't bonding with anyone. We need to edit to look like she's just like Shaq. Like Shaq and Aaron is obviously such a forced connection too, because she obviously keeps telling him to his face on camera, "I am not into you." But they keep making them like, "Oh, guys, throw a football or something." Like like come on,
or like play pool, or like have a shot. Like it's like there's constantly like just dumb scenes of them just doing like the bare minimum, and it's just like, and then after Shaq is like, I'm in love. It's like, what are you? Okay, anyways.
But she obviously doesn't care about him, and I think she's probably uncomfortable and wants to like stop talking to him. But the producer's like, "You're too loyal. You're not bonding with anyone. We need to make it look like you're not loyal." Like,
no, they're probably like, you just need to open up a bit. You know, this experience. You know, do the little what's his name, Mark, the host. So you just need to open up and like this experience is about you and like love. The end.
Growth is their favorite word here. Growth.
Oh yeah, growth.
how hypocritical is this show? It's allegedly about self growth and leaving the island together, but then they keep planting this stuff. Oh yeah, you know, you love each other, but also be very cautious because they could be cheating on you. It's just like what this show is so backwards, and it's just a mess, honestly. Like,
I think. Look, I still love the show.
Oh, me too.
I do think, there were still some things that could be done way better, like what you just said.
I really wish they brought back the. Do you want to watch the clip with everybody or just by yourself?
Oh my god, no! I do. Yeah, I think in the first season it worked well, but I think they were right to discontinue it because we missed a lot of stuff in the first season because people were like, "No, I don't want to watch it." I think what should happen is like, e.g., if Erica didn't want to see what happened tonight, she could have just closed her eyes and the other people could have watched it. Do you know what I mean? Like that type of thing. But just to like remove it from everyone else, I hated that in the first season. Like, it actually pissed me off when Casey was closing her eyes. I was just like, Casey, what? Oh my god! And like no one. Oh my god! It pissed me. Like she said no one else can see it, and then she closed her eyes so she couldn't see it. That pissed me off. I was like, let the girl see. Sorry. Oh my god.
I was just like, I feel like they do need something else. Like they took away the block necklace. That was fine. But I want them. Didn't they take away like them picking their first date in front of their partners too?
I think they did that.
They did.
I just want something else. I want them to like swap villas for like 30 seconds or something. I just want more.
Yeah, there needs more. The format is steady, but there just needs more. It's not like meaty enough, especially if the casting isn't up to par, then the format is really not gonna help it either. Like at all.
They need to do an episode where they halfway into the season, they have both sides do their bonfire ceremonies together. Season at the same time.
No, that would be lit.
Oh, but they can't. But look, they can't interact. They can't speak to each other. They can only speak to.
It would be like a big like
divided
like curtain, and then
I want them to be able. I want them to be able to see each other.
Okay.
They just can't talk to anybody. But I want them to be able to see each other.
Like look in their eyes. Okay,
that'd be crazy.
They'd probably like shape up. They just go all in. Actually, it's like, well.
Oh yeah.
But that would be so good if it was a surprise. Like, don't tell them until it gets to that point, and then they're like, "We're having a bonfire, and you'll be joined by the boys." They'll be like, "What?"
Because then certain people are going to start defending each other, and like the girls are going to start jumping on one person. It'll be interesting. So the next day, basically, Kristen is saying that she doesn't feel good and that she wants to be emotionally stronger like Erica because like Erica got cheated on and, you know, she's able to speak about her feelings so transparently. And Kristen's like, I want that type of transparency. So she's going to make like a effort, you know. But Mark, what you say, Dana?
I liked that moment. It was very like, we're learning more about Kristen and I appreciate that because I love Julian. So I want him to be with somebody that's
Yeah. And do you know, it's making sense now. She clearly has a lot of trauma, and the trauma is also linked to her trauma with Julian cheating on her as well, probably. So, oh my god,
I know.
Oh, she made me cry. Not in that bit at the bonfire, but yeah.
No, I thought she was going to talk about cheating in that moment, but I was like,
when she said that, I was like, yeah. No, we'll get there.
But then Mark tells them that, there's going to be a bonfire the night. And, oh my gosh, I had no idea they were doing that tonight. Y'all knew there was going to be a bonfire. Cut it out.
No, maybe they didn't because I feel like the bonfires are normally more sporadic than this, right? Like they've done it back and they did it back to back because Kendall got it in. That's the only reason. And also, we didn't have any dates this episode, so
True.
it was just party and bonfire.
I think it was Kendall's controlling the bonfire schedule.
This is Kendall's Island, not Temptation Island.
I want to see Kendall and Mark argue, like, honestly, because I forget who argued with Mark last season, but somebody did. That's right, and it was just like it was very funny because Mark put them in their place. I'm like, ooh. So I
wanted that Mark energy when the boys were getting eliminated.
Yes, why? When he stepped up, I was like, yes, Mark, and then he was just like, all right, guys. Have a safe trip or whatever. I was just like,
because it's good ratings. You gotta think about it. Like,
it would be better ratings if he popped off than the clip of him popping off would go viral, and people be like, "What is this show? It's Temptation Island." Oh my god! Like, what are you talking about?
Mark has it in him. We all saw it. He just
he puts people in place all the time.
Like, Mark could have hotted them up, and he didn't. So I'm very annoyed. Especially as the host of the show, like they would have felt so embarrassed.
Oh yeah, they would have, and then he would have been like, "Get to stepping." Like,
and then they would have had to leave. Like it would have been so peak. God, they missed the moment there. Sorry.
So we go to the bonfire, and obviously we didn't see the guys' side, obviously, because there's nothing to really watch there. But we saw the girl side. The guys' bonfire ceremonies have been so boring this season.
They're boring as hell. And oh my god,
I'm not going to forget the one night where like the most interesting thing was, oh, she's bonding with him over soccer. This is scary. I was like. Like I was like, this is so trash.
The boys' bonfire was Corey's clip was just Shaq talking shit about him.
Yeah.
Okay, and then wait, I can't remember everyone else.
You know, I hate Shaq. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
No, he's annoying. He's
eliminated. Like Aaron, you don't like him, so just eliminate him.
No, I think Erin likes the comfort of him though.
Yeah.
Like,
well, production was like, yeah.
Do you not think she's? Do you not think she does it like she's not interested in?
I really don't. I think he's just showing her attention, and I think the producers are like, "This is the only one that's showing you attention."
Yeah, they're probably like, "Hey, am I allowed to eliminate Shaq?" No. Pick someone else. What else? Chelsea. She basically saw Tom being Julian telling Tom that she's a hypocrite and to explore options, and then she thinks
oh sorry go
on. Oh no, you're good
no,
and then she's like, oh, they must have saw a clip of me dancing or twerking or something. Like,
girl. I can't stand Chelsea. I'm so sorry, Chelsea. Again, I'm gonna say it every time I get on here. I'm just gonna say, Chelsea, please, therapy, because she needs to fix some things about herself. The way she said, oh, he must have just seen a clip of me dancing. Or, like, can you not think of anything else that you've done that he could have seen that made him feel like that? You thought it was you dancing? No, Chelsea, there's many situations you've been in that could have made him uncomfortable, not just dance. So I can't, like, you're talking about how you're catching feelings for Blake, and then you want to still say that he might have saw you. Like, what are you talking about? So it's just annoying. Like, are these people adults?
In my opinion,
are they children?
The clip that actually was shown wasn't enough to have that reaction from the boys. Like a dude kiss.
No, I guess what were they doing? They were just like neck close.
Yeah, she was like very like, I don't really want you on me, but he was like kissed her, and he was telling her boyfriend, she's very loyal. Why would you? That made him.
Oh yeah, because he said he was pissed off that like he'd basically been hotted up. Like he spoke, like the Don spoke into the camera to him, and he said like, I would never let one of the girls like speak into the camera about Chelsea. So no, I can kind of get it. Do you know what? I like Tom. Is that his name? No, that's not his name. Yeah, it is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Thomas. So
I don't care for either one of them. I think they're both annoying. But
no, I like Thomas. Why?
It's like, because look, he keeps saying,
yeah,
he keeps saying, oh, like, I want to, me and Chelsea need to work our stuff out. But then he's feeling Sophie. Like, if you're feeling Sophie, just go.
I want them together. I want them together now.
Because look, I think he's trying to wait for her to do something. He's looking for a reason for Chelsea to do something bad so he can be like,
Yeah, you guys said this earlier that you feel like
yeah.
they're both just looking for and I
They're just looking for
I think
reason.
the same way.
They're trying to manipulate the edit so the other looks bad. So when they leave the island, they're like justified. When it's like you just don't want to be with each other. Just break up and go your separate ways. You know, like they want to have that satisfaction of seeing the other do something bad and be like, oh, I knew it.
I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like get a life. Like I'm saying.
Honestly, no, you're right.
Like I knew it. Like she's insecure. Oh, I knew he. I told you guys he was a flirt.
Yeah.
Like just break up. I agree, Dana. But Aaron, see, Corey is so irrelevant that he wasn't, like you say, he wasn't even in this clip. It was just a clip of the girl talking shit about her.
We were talking about Corey.
Like, where is Corey? There's no footage of Corey. Let me Google. Where is the footage of Corey? Like, where is he? Ever? Not
like,
found.
you know you're irrelevant if you're not even in your goodbye. I mean, your clip. Like, it's literally
you say goodbye message.
And not even talking about the same.
Yeah.
People were talking about Aaron and how much they're like Aaron. They weren't even talking about Corey.
Yeah.
If I saw that shit, I would have been like, I don't give a fuck. Like, like what? She started getting all emotional. Like, oh, anyway.
If I was Evan, I would have laughed when that clip came up. I would have been like, "Where's the footage of my boyfriend doing stuff? Like, what? What is this, honey?"
It's like I would have been like, so this is telling me that he's not doing anything.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. I'm going back to the villa. But she was like, it bothers her because this isn't her attention, and that she's going through a change, and she really hopes that this isn't true, that Corey feels this way, because she doesn't want to lose her boyfriend. But I mean, Erin's grown on me because at first I thought she was bullshitting, but like she's kind of just kept it 100, and I like Erin now.
And cool. I said episode 1, or was it 2? I don't know. That Erin had the most emotional stability. Like, yeah. And you guys were like, huh? And I was like, no, trust me, Erin, like, she knows what's going on within her, and she knows what's going on within Corey, and she knows the situation between the both of them, and she's come here to find some closure and da-da-da. And as you see the episodes go on, you see she's realizing more and more that there's stuff within her she needs to fix, that there's stuff that maybe she broke in Corey with like her own issues, and also that she still wants to be with him. I love Erin, man, and she's cute as hell.
She's still forgettable too, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think she's forgettable. I think every time I see Shaq on the screen, I'm like, she's like, yeah, she's a big, because he's like, he'll have the show is so shady. He'll have a confessional about how he's feeling her and stuff, and she'll be like, yeah, you know, you're cool, but like, I'm not cheating on my boyfriend, and he's like, I can't wait for us to leave the island. So I need her to at least say that she has feelings for me, but she doesn't want to leave her boyfriend. Like, how entitled are you?
Like, why would you want to? I feel like a few seasons ago, or like somebody was like that same exact feeling that Shaq has, but the girl was not like gonna budge, and he was like, okay, just send me home then. Like, I'm not. If you're not gonna fall in love with me, just leave. You don't need to be there, Shaq, because then it's just gonna be awkward because you have feelings for her, and she's gonna keep inviting you on these dates because she has nobody else. Yeah, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah. Like, maybe Erin just wants to enjoy her time there. Like, she's I'm on vacation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she don't want to keep dealing with Shaq. Like she just wants to. She could literally, you could tell she's done with him. He literally got jealous that she wasn't going to invite him to the last date, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling you. Hey, you're cool. You have a good vibe. You want to go on a date and like let's just have fun." Like, she's not there to date any of you, but you're so jealous. Like, I remember him and Blake got so mad that they weren't getting asked out. That's what I'm saying. It's blatant production. Production's forcing them to keep talking to these people because you can tell they don't want to be around these people anymore, but they just keep being like, even their interactions don't even seem genuine. Their interactions are always in front of the camera, where like Kendall's, for example, it's when no camera crew is around, or Sophia's is when no camera crew is around. You can tell those are genuine. They're just like in blatant perfect spots that they get set with lighting and stuff. It's like, it's not real. Like, stop. Like,
they showed for Tom and Sophia when they're like running. I was like, when did they do that?
Exactly. Exactly, because that happened off camera. You know, it's like you can tell who has real stuff and which one's production's like, yeah, you are boring. We need a storyline, or you know. So yeah, there was that. Erica saw Kendall having a threesome. And she's like, I expected it, and I'm praying for clarity. I'm building myself up. Yeah, like
Can I just
she's
say, the
unbothered.
editors are so fucking funny because going into the ceremony, Erica's like, I can't see anything worse than what I saw last time. That is
Like, they're wrong for that. They're so wrong.
I was laughing so hard when I saw it. I was like,
That
oh,
was
shoot.
no, like it's those moments where I'm like, I love this show because it's so ridiculous. But yeah,
Like, I mean,
she kept it cool when she saw it. Good, good for her, you know. Wow.
what channel is this? Is this A&E? What was this channel called? Because whoever edits the show needs like a raise. Like, this is like, I thought I was on MTV for the longest time. I'm like, oh wait, it's something like
something.
USA. That's what it is.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I thought this was MTV because this feels like Are You the One? But even better, I'm like, oh, like,
yeah,
these editors are so shady. Like I'm like, USA, y'all are doing your thing. Like, good job.
USA actually has really good content. They're kind of underrated.
Mm-hmm.
So lastly, we saw Kristen, and she just saw. Oh, that was sad. It was just a clip of Julian crying, and she just felt horrible that he's by himself, and she's like, I just need to work on myself, and I haven't. And then she opens with a remark and says that she lost her brother due to overdose, and that's why it's a reason why she's been the way she is. So it closes off there, but that was a good moment. You said that you cried, Abby. I was like, oh, but.
My little heart just broke for her. Also, I don't like they cliffhanged on her trauma. That was very weird. Like what the like I have to wait till next week to find out how her brother overdosed. Like that's just very weird. But it touched my heart. I just felt so bad for her, and immediately I was like, I get it. I just understood completely like why her wall has been up, why she's been so like flimsy with Julian, even though like I guess it could come off as like annoying, like why, like Isaiah, you said in the chat earlier, like why wouldn't she just leave him? Just leave him. Like if you don't trust him, leave him. And even I was thinking, if you don't trust him, leave him. But
it makes me feel like he cheated around that time.
That's
why I feel like the trauma is all wrapped in together. But then he also probably helped her like with the bereavement of her brother, so it's probably like a lot for her to deal with. Bless her, man.
I kind of feel like he cheated while she was in school, and then her brother died also while she was in school, so she threw herself into school, which Julian like separated them a little bit, and that's where it all kind of came together.
I just want them both to be happy, truthfully.
Honestly,
I
like
this episode.
I want to see Kendall and Julian work out. I think Aaron and Corey are going to work out at the end of the day as well. Unless someone gets Corey to do something stupid. I think
even if Corey was to like kiss, Erin would still be like I think she would still understand because the whole time she's been beating herself up for bringing him here. So, but I don't think Corey will do it. Where is he? Hashtag where is Corey, bro? Oh my god.
Who do you like? Who likes Corey?
I think a lot of the girls were into him, but like he's just like not really biting. I mean, there was that one girl that was jealous that she liked him, and she's like, "Oh, you're not taking me on a date," and then I hate you, and all that stuff. I was like,
it might have been Nicole.
It was. I'm pretty sure the blonde girl.
So she's Nicole. Oh, she's a mess. He dodged a bullet there. Then,
for sure.
Yeah. And then what? Aaron, I want Erica to find happiness. Kendall's going to look like a complete. I cannot wait for that reunion. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a great reunion. I hate him.
I hope the
Do you think Erica will get back to him after though?
No, I hope not.
Erica literally said. I think Mark literally asked her, like, "What is there any chance of you and Kendall being together after this?" She said no.
The
but that's what his girlfriend said, and they went to the reunion together.
Who?
That's what I'm saying. Last season, remember that girl that got cheated on by that one dude who had a threesome, and they got back together at the reunion, and then they were like, I forget her name.
Katie? It's a K. I think it's Katie. David and Katie.
Something like that.
The
guy with the ponytail. He had a threesome.
What do I remember?
The guy that Mark did that.
David and Katie.
Season 2 cast. I'll find it for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Google quick.
I just
Yeah,
feel like because he's Kendall.
Oh,
yeah. Remember he cheated on her, and then she got right back together with him. It's like, girl.
no, I'm hoping. I hope this girl does not let me down, but I'm hoping that there's a
Then,
difference in the two. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping.
You do, yeah. It's there.
You know, like I'm hoping.
And I know Kendall's like he's a narcissist. He might because even in this episode,
Yeah.
freaking Alexis was like, "Oh, I don't want to go back to LA," and he was like, "Who said you're going back to LA?" Like he has words.
Yeah.
Has words. I
And
can
then,
feel
am I missing one? So Kristen and Julian.
Also,
Eric-
last season. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
Last season, David didn't have like a. Did he have like a steady connection with someone, or was he just banging? I can't remember.
He was just banging
No, I think he did because he
for a little bit.
Did
Remember,
he
he
didn't leave the island with anyone, did he?
wasn't there the pool girl, and then there was another girl. I thought
It was Sam. I know her name's Sam.
he had the connection with the one girl who was sitting on
the
his
way I
lap
lied.
in the
No,
hot tub.
He left with Tonita.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
not casting us too.
Yeah, I
don't
remember
know.
now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't even stick together.
Kate
But
is a fool. I'm so sorry. I know we're meant to be talking about season 3, but reading that has actually annoyed me.
but yeah, I mean that's episode 5. It was a very messy episode for sure. Very messy. But I mean it was entertaining to talk about though. I liked it.
I think Kendall being in that threesome and the guys getting eliminated, was the highlight.
Yeah.
The episodes.
He's wild.
I don't really feel like much happened, but there was a lot to talk about. Isn't that weird?
They were just being messy. That's why my notes were so short, but there was just a lot. The things that did happen were so big that it ate up time,
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
But that's episode 5. Dana, thanks for coming to talk to us. I mean, enjoy you. Where can people find you, Dana?
TikTok and Twitter at DM Streaming. Yeah, I think I might make a movie 30 days of movies challenges, comedy movies for April. So
that'll be fun. All right. Abby, where can people find you?
Not me lagging. Not me lagging now, child. Hello.
You're good. Okay.
Y'all can find me here. Black Mist on Twitter, Abby Sally on YouTube. All
right. And like usual, you can find me at 8 Ball Bangers ads right here. Yeah, this was what today is Wednesday. Wow. So Friday, you can catch Sarah and Ganjo and Jeanette and Cheyenne recapping this week of Big Brother. All the feeds, all the episodes, we're going to see either Latoya or what is it, Kiefer, one of those two are leaving. I don't know.
Josh is gone.
We're gonna see one of those two leave, so you're gonna hear them talking about it. And then we will be back. We might have Carrie talk about Circle on Saturday, but if not, we will be back on Monday with Lance and another guest because Sabrina's not going to be available. But we'll be talking about Total Drama as well on Tuesday, another anime club, and then we'll be back here on Wednesday again to talk about Temptation Island. So, yeah, I mean,
Nicole out. I want
it. But yeah, until next time, have a good night, everybody.
Bye.